What's going on, guys? Sorry about that. That was weird. I don't know why my desktop looks like that. The desktop shouldn't look like that. What's happening? Yeah, there we go. Alright, there we go. We're all back to normal. Sorry guys, I had an issue. I was making, I was doing something with, where's my, I'm not here anymore. What's happening? Are we missing webcam? We have webcam here. Desktop, no webcam. Here, no webcam. Webcam is docked. I don't understand. Video capture is here. Where are we at? I don't understand why I'm not getting any video capture. Hold on, let me try something. I was playing around with my OBS. Nope, there's something missing in this setting I don't understand. Where is this? Okay. Why isn't it coming up then? I can see it. And it tells me where it is. Where is it? It's giving me the weirdest line. I don't understand where it went. Hold on guys, sorry. I know. Oh man. This is a disaster. Add video capture existing. Okay. There. I don't know where you are, but you're getting deleted. Because obviously you disappeared somewhere, which I just don't understand. Okay. Where are you then? We're gonna do a little OBS build on the spot, I guess, then, so that I can get this done. Kind of bums me out that this isn't working right now, and there should be no reason why it's not working. But what about the restream chat? Is that working? The world may never know. The Money Makes Monsters logo is somewhere, but I can't grasp it. I don't know what side it's on. I don't know what to do to get it out. Sorry guys. Just I don't know what happened. Okay, let's move me back into my right spot. Unless I think I should mix myself up a little bit. This is not what I wanted to be doing right now. It's quite aggravating when things like this happen in OBS and I just don't. Let me choose it, please. It's not locked. Alright. Let's put me back down in the corner where I belong. Don't know where this is, so we're going to delete this. We're going to add another one. Oh man, I don't know if I can. Yes, I can because it's still here. So there we go. Rebuild. Terrible. Should have done this before I got on stream. Here we are. Here we are. Just don't know where everything went. Hope everyone's getting audio out there. That seems to be working. This is why I don't mess with my software. I'm hoping that it's... Oh, this one won't even be clear. Maybe. I was watching the BBC version of the orangutans, which I could probably put on. This one also has disappeared too, which is quite annoying. And it's probably just off the screen where I can't see it. Let's see if I can I'll play this and see if I can get my WebDoc to restore. So here's my webcam. There's nothing in it. So there's no webcam on this page. Provided I have the Canon. Okay, so I guess I can insert video capture. That existing. There's only two. It's just annoying that I have to rebuild this right now. It's just not my plan, but I guess I can make it look better. Have my broadcasting qualities coming across better. That was the big idea to getting all this stuff done, and now it's so not clean. It's just all over the place. And I have no idea what's working and what's not working. Canon's working. Restream chat's working, so that's good. Those are the really big things I need to work. Scrolling banner, I'm going to delete this because I don't need this anymore. I don't run the scrolling banner ever. Alerts fine. Put that under chat. And then we need display capture. No. I'm going to delete this. Why wouldn't it let me remove it? Okay. So now on this, all I need to actually put back in, add an image. I should actually show you the inception that's happening right now. And let me put my logo back on the bottom corner. So we have everything up and running. Good. Habitat loss. Oh man. Of course the orangutans are suffering from habitat loss like everything else. Sorry guys. So I'm just trying to get everything back to where it needed to be. I'm really interested in learning about orangutans actually. They're quite interesting animals. Today we're going to take a look at skeletal structures of orangutans to kind of get a look at like how the body shape works. I'm still a little bit confused. I've watched this a few times actually, and It's actually very good. If anyone gets a chance to watch the BBC orangutan documentary on YouTube, it's actually pretty good. It's 17 minutes long. It's not too long, but it's good. So this one's fixed. Great. I'm excited about that. Studio. Studio looks good. I might be too big in the studio. And I'm gonna lock the video capture. I'm gonna make this smaller. Sorry guys. I didn't mean for this to happen. Technical difficulties. I don't know what that is above. Restream is working. Why is there a restream here? You see that? So if I unlock this restream chat, there's I think everything just moved down like a bunch to the corner where I just couldn't get it. Because there seems to be another restream chat in here. Sorry, I'm still trying to like figure out what's going on. Oh. Can blast that again. We'll just watch this again in the corner. I'll while I work on this. Sorry everyone if you tuned in. Not trying to make everyone watch my OBS tutorial, but that's kind of what's happening. Since we had like a catastrophic failure, I changed a few things hopefully to better the quality of the channel, and of course doing so made everything a little bit off. Here's our window capture. That's this one. Yeah, that's an interesting fact. Like, orangutan means person of the forest. Orangutan. Orangutan. So I learned a lot about them. That I need. WebDoc has disappeared. So I'm going to remove because it's gone. Everything I really need is here. Video capture device. The only reason I had this in a folder together was because they work together. So now chats, alerts, and donations are together. The mic's on its own. So that's good. Scrolling banner, I don't need. It's always nice to have a scrolling banner though. And I can easily change it. And then we have the Canon, which we need. So this is now newly set up, which is nice. And this can stay there. I should put my mics at the top always, just because it doesn't matter, you know? Alright. We're gonna watch split screen. See? Oh no, not another one. They all got changed throughout. Okay. Okay, I can fix this one too. So, what is this photo? Photos 1. It's a window. It's not connected to anything specific. Okay. Window capture. So let me add here. I'm going to add display capture, nope. So we're going to add display capture. No. Video capture because it's coming from a device. We're going to click. We use video capture device here. Great. Look, now I'm a star. Should this be more like how my stream runs, like 2 full-size screens like this? Should I put myself in the other corner? Should I put myself in the center? Is that helpful? I don't know, I can mix it up. I could go crazy. I could go right here. And I can look up there and look over there, you know? No, the other way. This way, right? Being in the trees. Okay. Anyways, too much fun with camera positioning. Ow. Ugh. Drafting desk. But like I probably don't want to do that because that's pretty distracting. That's a lot of visual on me. I could do this though. Put me in the middle. Right. It's not bad. We'll leave it like that. See if there's a lot of complaints about, you know. And let me just like add the logo up here on the top. Or not the logo, but the thing. We're watching some ads over here for Sticker Brand. I think I advertised for them. Yeah, that looks good. So, video capture, photo. I don't know what this one is. I feel like I need to delete it. Because it's a window capture that I named something. Mic goes on top. There's nothing in this folder anymore now. I don't know how that all happened. Restream chat is not available on this one, but could be. I should make it a better chat length, but that's not happening. Sorry guys, like I said, I wasn't trying to go through housekeeping on so there's window capture, there's the Canon. What I need to do is I need to put the alerts and donations. Nope. Alerts, donations, and restream chat needs to be there. Okay. Then the split screen goes on the bottom. That's the good one. What window captures this? Okay. Canon. What's this? This is the one that's way down there, isn't it? So if I unsplit this one, this is from the Midjourney episode. Okay, I can delete this one. This is no longer relevant. Put the regular split screen back on. RS chat could run if I wanted it to. I should really just shrink down the I like this a lot better. I like the centered camera. It's like so hard to like spend time playing with your studio as well as like designing and creating and like doing a bunch of stuff. But you know, we're trying to do it. Trying to make something happen. I should be watching this video about orangutans really. But I can't point this way because that way is where the screen is, but that's not the screen I need to point at, so I need to point this way. So life's going to be a little bit backwards. Interesting. Okay, anyways, I'm not going to flip that because that's made there for a reason. What is this scrolling banner that no one ever sees at the end? It's like running. Alright, I'm removing this too. This was from like creating monsters using ChatGPT. There's just like a lot of like extra stuff that's not, I don't really need. I think if this wasn't here, we would do, yeah. So there's an emergency display capture underneath that just in case I need to show something else, but I can't really show like Photoshop or anything in that one. I don't know, I can't show Photoshop anyways, to be honest. I have to share it as a display capture. So I'm going to remove this one and remove this one. I made 2 new scenes. Uh-oh. So I made 2 new scenes the other day. Okay, everything's looking good now. I mean, it's not super like consistent. Sorry, I'm making everyone dizzy. Like this one should be bigger in theory. So if we were gonna watch this one, we would want to, that is the Canon. Let's unlock it. Let's just give it a little bit more girth here so we can like actually visualize if we are looking at an image. Right. Just setting up your workspace so it's like the way you like it is really important. Unfortunately, like I said, I kind of messed this up yesterday. What I was really trying to do is, let's see if I can do what I was really trying to do. Video display capture. Let's unlock filters. Is it gonna crash? Hope. It just removed me completely because it was like you are part of the background. I had like a background filter that would allow me to remove me from the webcam, but I guess it's not working. I don't know, I downloaded some plugin. It was supposed to work. It didn't work. Just removed me completely. So intro, webcam 1, we're here. Good, studio. I'm also thinking about adding another webcam onto the printer so we can do more print projects and cut projects, CVG projects, things like that. More cool things in all directions. Anyways, back to our friend the orangutan. I actually need to get a quick glass of water. Actually, yeah. I need to get a quick glass of water. Well, hopefully, all in all, everything's coming in clear. Hopefully, and that's what we're trying for, is like better quality programming. Okay, we're 26 minutes in. I apologize we should be working on our orangutan, but we are not. And we're gonna get started here. I wish I was better organized. Here's some sketches that I did while I was watching the orangutan. Just kind of realizing how like long the legs are versus how long the arms are is pretty cool visual. Are we back to? Okay. But I need to grab a few things because I did draw an orangutan and I have some work surrounding this premise. Really need to organize a few things. And I gotta cut some paper. But we'll get to that. Alright, habitat loss, very sad. Yes. Because we need to make what? Banana trees? Oil? Palm oil? Yeah, something. We gotta make something, probably palm oil. So here's my orangutan that I did this week, and we'll jump into the studio so we can stop watching this. Everything's looking good. Look at that. Now it's over here. Now it's over there. We can watch it everywhere. We can go, hey, no, I don't want to watch this anymore, and then window capture disappears. And it's just you and me, and I have to stop the video over here because I'm still watching it. All right, anyways. Lots of talking, not a lot happening, right? Not a lot of action. All right, let's get to work. This was orangutan number 1. This was a test on using, well, let's jump into materials today first, because I think that's probably our most important part. Whoa. Hello, light. You are right there in the mix. In the mix. I did plan on working on this a little bit today, but I didn't end up having time, so we kind of watched some stuff together, and I worked on fixing the channel. There was something wrong with it when I loaded in today, and then I realized, oh, yeah, yesterday morning I tried to work on a few things. Anyways, so here's what we worked on. Our subject is alcohol markers. So we ended up doing a paper size of 7 width by 10 height. So I need to cut that paper today. And our animals are the orangutan. So then I did a test on papers. Well, then let's pull out the alcohol markers. I bought this set of Amazon markers, or set of markers off Amazon, probably, I don't know, year and a half ago, and then never really used it. So I've been trying to use it, plus like random markers that have been left to me and ended up finding and given to me. So have some alcohol markers to be used, and that's great. So we're going to put that off to this side. No paint this week, which is kind of nice. No cleaning brushes after, but also seem to procrastinate more than I should have, right? Like on one side, I should have been way more productive because I feel like the task wasn't as demanding. But on the other side, I took it easy this week and I didn't get as much as I wanted done. So, I don't know. Anyways, this was probably Wednesday. I did this. I also made stickers, and there was a bunch of other things that did happen this last week. So it was a pretty eventful week. But what kind of paper am I going to use now? I have some pretty cool Shrink-a-Dink paper that we can make it on and make it smaller, but I don't think that's our plan. I think for this project we are going to end up using cardstock, although not the best. Cardstock is not the best for these projects with alcohol markers. Tracing paper might be give us a really cool effect, but I don't know if that's Is that considered a piece of artwork? I have some work that I really like that's on tracing paper, but like that I hand drew just because I like the feel of tracing paper. I like the way like it crinkles and the paper's smooth, so your pencil like slides on it differently. I really enjoy tracing paper. I'd almost prefer to sketch on tracing paper. The problem with tracing paper is when you erase it like smears, not erases. So you spend a lot of time like kind of kneading out. I should get a kneaded eraser. That might be my next big purchase. But so Arteza markers, Arteza markers, right? That's what we're going with. We used photo paper here, as you can see. It's the glossier of the series of papers. We use the photo paper here to kind of see what it would look like, and the marker actually does quite well. It has that real marker look to it though, right? So like each one of these supplies really gives you a whole different aesthetic, like how every supply gives you a different style. So it's hard to recreate a spray paint style with a marker. It's hard to recreate a marker style with a can of spray paint. It can be done, but it's just really kind of the texture that each one of these things gives your image. So I've heard a lot of people, what they do is they take alcohol markers and then they'll use color pencils over it just to make the color even more vibrant, like saturate the paper so the paper's already colored, and then once the paper's colored, then you lay over with like a nice wax pencil, like a Prismacolor or something like that. But here we have our orangutan. And this is about the size that it needs to be, so it's got to be this size, although it's going to go this way. And what I really want to find out is I kind of want to make an interesting pose. Like I was kind of going for a different pose, but let's still continue to talk about markers. Now the most ideal probably out of the markers would be to use it on really just photocopy paper. And I'll tell you why, because alcohol markers are meant to fully saturate your paper. They're meant to go through the page. So if you don't have something behind your alcohol markers on your next page of your sketchbook, you're not doing it right. You need like 2 or 3 things between that and your sketchbook to actually get the values that you really want. Just because you're going to bleed through. And the back of your paper should almost look like the front of your paper. You know, you want to saturate it with alcohol, and then actually that allows it to blend and give you these nice blended colors. So working with alcohol markers is quite new to me. I'm not an expert. I'm just playing around trying to use some of the supplies that I bought. And we're going to attempt to draw orangutan. So, you know, there's where I got the image from. I did a quick draw. Didn't really have much time to set up. Just kind of went for it. Yeah. I did the plants in the front first, or what I wanted to assume, because I wanted like the same image, but growing bigger. I don't know. Like I said, we get really dull colors as we get into our thicker papers, and I think that we get better colors on our photo paper, but gives a real chalky image. We'll see. Maybe I'll do it on photo paper. First we need to create our image, and to do that I still need to do some research. Now I will probably end up doing some sort of skeletal structure with this orangutan. Hook-like hands, long fingers, short thumbs, short swing, two-handed. I don't even know what that says. Oh, it's called brachiation, his swinging by 2 hands. an interesting looking orangutan. This is a cool picture. Oh, this was funny. I always like to look for like photos online where there's a little bit more personality. And this orangutan is looking very pouty. You see him? Just looks so sad. I don't want to do anything. I feel that. I feel like this is AI generated, but it's probably not. But look at those hands. Here's like an example of hands. Long fingers. But the thumb seems to be normal size. But really long hands and fingers. Here's an orangutan lounging in a tree. And I like this one too. I like the vine idea. I think that could be a cool idea. Although I have to do it long ways, so I really need to, be careful of what I do. I like this idea though. Maybe I'll stick with something similar to this. That's not an orangutan. That's a tiger. All right, well, now that we know that, let's take a look at our next step. Let's go to our desktop. Let's pop out of this because we need to. And I gotta clean off my mouse pad real quick. Alright. We're done with this. We're gonna go to orangutan. I want to look up how long their arms are. It's a pretty good image of a skeleton. That orangutan's hands. Alright, so interesting. I'll be right back. Alright. Now for the final event. It's not gonna matter if he's hanging in a tree though, like that. I just draw it like the pose I have a picture of. I do want to see. I've gotten the paper out, so let's see. Let's see what size this actually is. Trying to think of what the best way to pull this off is. I don't think either way one of these ways is 10. Just looking for paper that I have extra of. Nope, this is 7 and a half or something. This is a good piece of white cardstock which I could use for this project. Alright, let's just cut what we need. So this project is a 10 by 7. I think I know what the idea for this one's going to be. If it's 10, that means there's half an inch on each side, right? Top and bottom. And then what did I cut off? 7, so 8.5, so there's 1 1/4 on each side. I don't know. I feel like this size is almost perfect for what I want to do. There's no originality other than trying to test out, you know, because I'm just going to blast trace it and then just lay it over on 4 different pieces of paper and then color accordingly. Should I do that? I feel like that's kind of boring. Hi Kylie. Oh, you're early tonight. Early. I could do that. I feel like my space that I have is quite small. Like if we took a look at the space that I have, I only have this much space. So basically, if I wanted to draw anything like fur or something like that, give it texture, at least with these size markers, it's really not going to happen. I mean, I wasn't trying to like dial in the detail or anything, but like, just to be honest, I don't think it's going to end up that detailed. And this orangutan is much smaller. But what I lack in skill, I can make up in work, and maybe I can just, maybe I'll make these fun. I'll make them fun. Cartoony, fun, and I'll do one on each style piece of paper that I have, and we'll do it in 1 hour. But if we're going to try to get all that done, we have to start now. So, next up, let's get it done though. I bet you I can get it done. Let's see if I can get something cool done in an hour. Like, if someone was like, listen, you need to get all this stuff done in an hour. Take care of it. We need a project on someone's desk. Okay, well, I got an hour. Let's see what I can make happen in an hour. Okay, here we go. We're going to take this. Okay, I need to get 4 proofs done. They need to be at, 10 by 7 width for a magazine. I need to get this done. I'm going to try my best to use my iPad trick, but my iPad trick's been playing tricks on me lately. Just to get that, that extra light, because I kind of need it for this one in particular. Now I'm gonna cut some lights here so we can see a little bit better. I know if you're afraid of the dark, I apologize. We're getting real intimate. I'll zoom us in a little bit. Luckily the webcams and everything kind of take care of that thing. Now you don't have to have a printout to do this. This actually, having a printout makes it just a little bit nicer, because what happens is the iPad likes to move and shift with your fingers as you press on it. So sometimes you'll move your image around, and that's really frustrating when you're trying to trace something. This way we can actually, sorry, I should have done this before. And if you're smart or bright, you will tape down your image instead of just trying to like hold it with your hand. You know, just take a little extra time to do things, and your product usually will come out much better. This coming from a person who's tried to do everything the hardest way possible on purpose forever. The little things like just trust the little things will help you get your projects at least finished. If you can like get through the aggravation of trying to start it and then, you know, looking at something that's not finished for however long you own it. That's the next bit. Okay, so we're just gonna do a quick trace here. The eyes are really small. We're gonna get in some of these defining lines, although I don't really plan on using the eyes. Man, this is really small. Maybe too small. It's okay though. See, I can move it down. You can move it around and not really worry about it. So here comes the arm. Hair's poking out that way. We got a little bit of a belly here. There's no way I'd draw a leg arm thing that looks like this. I'm sorry, I just don't think I wouldn't draw it like that. I mean, nature's a crazy thing. You can't. Like, things move in very fascinating ways. And this goes down to here. This has a thumb underneath it. But then there's fingers. I might redraw. Oh, I should have probably not drawn this in the center of the page. It's okay. It's okay. I do that all the time. It's fine though. I save so many materials and recycle and upcycle. Like, it's okay that every once in a while I use a full sheet. I actually really do like using full sheets of tracing paper. Only because once you start getting too many images onto one sheet, it's like so busy that it's hard to figure out what you're tracing. So I really like to focus in and have only like one image per sheet. And just makes it a little bit nicer for me personally. So like this lake comes out like this. Right, and then the belly kind of comes down like this to a leg that goes like this, and the hair. So we kind of draw some features in as we go. It might help us later in the future. Like some of the way the hair grain is going. Then his hand's gonna like wrap around. So we're just doing some quick tracing here. Whoa, I missed that line because I looked up at the camera as that was happening. It's like his body's in like the weirdest shape. His head looks like a peanut. I don't know what's going on with the beard. And then that vine goes back this way, but his hand comes around and grabs it from the other side. It's like thumb's here, his wrist is here, and his hand goes back there. Okay. It's kind of what we need. I have a feeling that's what we need. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to blind everyone. Yeah, it does really help with proportion. Sometimes I just like to trace things just to get muscle memory though, or to like understand, okay, that it's okay that it's going to look like this when I draw it. Because I know, like, the thing is that sometimes when I draw things, I want to change, like, I'm like, oh, I don't like that line. I'm going to draw my own line. But in that, as I draw my own line, it's not really the image that I want. And because I'm going to be replicating this one quite a few times, I don't know. Man, this is going to be hard. I'm not going to be able to do this. It's too small. Like, now we can get a good idea of like what size. But that's not really too small. Let me see. Okay. It's gonna be too small to hit with these markers, but we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it because we have to. 1 hour. I'm already 4 minutes in. Let's go. Let's make some art. I'm like, okay, I can do it. It's gonna be terrible, but it's okay. Because the issue is I can spend 3 weeks on a piece of art. It's gonna be terrible. Or I can spend an hour on a piece of art and then just not worry about it the rest of the week. Like, you know, just be like, I'm done. I'm out. So I'm gonna quickly graphite this. What pencil should I use? I do like using the 3B is okay. The 6B is okay. I really can't remember which one's darker. Is it? The 5B is pretty dark. Yeah. I'm gonna use the 5B real quick. And I'm gonna scrub. This is gonna actually put the image back onto that one. So I'm gonna just quick scrub. This is like making your own graphite, your own carbon paper. I do this a lot, and I also like tracing paper because it does release, it does like kind of like let you release the graphite onto the image, which is nice. Works really well for that. For some reason, this type of paper, the onion paper or whatever, just that's what it does. That's what it does. Okay, I'm getting to the end. I need to do a quick sharpening. Where's my blade? Where's my bucket full of sharpened things? It's weird because sometimes these razor blades, like especially these X-Acto blades, the back of them is quite, I mean, it's not a dull feeling. It almost feels like you might have your finger on the razor blade. Okay, good. 7 minutes. I'm doing a black dog. I sketch proportions and I'm hoping the watercolor, then pencil will bring it to life. Yeah, hopefully. You should send that to me when you get it done. See how it turned out. I'm gonna try to like go crazy though, so this is gonna be not the most sensible 1 hour project, but you know, we got it. We got this. Okay, we're 7 minutes in. We got our orangutan number 1 done. And see, I got an image there, which was interesting. No orangutan number 1 done. Just kidding. Why I did this was so that I can have a proportion, and I'm going to try to use my math skills. If we had 8.5, and we cut off what to 7, so we have 7.5. That's 1 1/4. That's not 1 1/4. 8.5 to 8.5 by 11, right? We cut off 1 inch from the other, so it's going to be 0.5, half an inch on each, on the bottom and the top. But we cut off more than 1 inch. We cut off 1.5 inches, right? So now this is going to be 1.75. Yeah. Okay. So this one should be 3/4 inch. So more than a half. So in order for it to be center, sorry, I'm probably not working in the space. Okay. Let's zoom out. I think these markers are throwing me off a little bit, so I am going to take them off for a second because they're so massive. They're like, I can barely move on this side of the world. Okay. So now, test. Here we go. Where's my small piece? Small piece number 1. Go in. Okay, there we go. Alright, piece number 1. What we're going to do, we're going to draw our line around it. We're going to measure off one side. I actually just want to eyeball them because I don't have time to measure. Can't make it perfect, just to be fair. Come on, scoot over. Oh man, this gloss. I should have not started with the gloss. I think that looks pretty close to what I want. Centered. I think I need to go. It looks like I need to go over the other way. But nope, that's where it needs to be. Okay. So there we go. We've measured it. I said I wasn't going to measure it. I said I was just going to eyeball it. What's wrong with me? Okay. Now, to kick off our thing, where did I put all those markers? Let's draw a border for all these. And we're going to draw it in we're going to draw them in black. I don't know why that took me so long to think that through, but alright, so border out what our parameters were supposed to be. A little bit sticky. It was much better coming down. I feel like I needed to. Next time I'm going to do both strokes coming down. Because that didn't work out that well. Okay. So there's frame number 1. Okay, good. And then we're gonna conveyor belt this. And hope for the best. Okay, we can put some things away. Okay, frame number 2. Yep, that's just what I thought. Tilted it just a little bit. Sorry, I'm not trying to be a perfectionist. It's not even going to come out close to perfect. needed to come out just a hair, not that much. Okay, I think this is good. Can't tell. Keep moving it. That's it. That's it. Styled. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So, downstroke. This is why I had, because I have to do it left-handed. I hope I don't have to do that again. Says myself 2 more times. I don't really trust myself to do that. I don't know how I did it just now. It was an accident. Glad we caught it on camera. That is not gonna happen again. I'm surprised my arm didn't go wah and like run off the page. Alright. Cardstock 110. Go us. Okay. Next. Photo paper 110. Here's the 80. Okay. Gonna line it up. Looks good. Dang. Solid. Getting better at it. Except I move it. Like every time I'm like, I just measured it and I know that it's right, and I'm like, oh, it doesn't look right. But I know that I'm blind in that eye, so I shouldn't trust myself to try to eyeball it. Oh, man, okay. I'm gonna have to left-hand it again. Look at how smooth and easy my right hand does it. Right, like, it's all good, no worries, no big deal. Here's the left hand. Oh no, it's all shaky. Stressful. It's more stressful than my round 100 levels of Call of Duty for sure. Call of Duty Zombies is like a nice nap for my brain. I've been playing so long, it's just pretty much motor reflex at this point. Okay. And technically I wanted to do one more, because I think the one that's going to look the best is our friend on the copy paper. Okay, last one. Okay, we're going to have 4 terrible samples for our client. But my boss should have given me more than an hour, a week. He gave me a week. What happened? Like, he should have given me more than an hour. I'm crossing the arms. I probably won't do such a good job. Got lazy, didn't want to do it left-handed. And I bet you this leaked through to the paper below. Oh no, how did I pull that off? Okay, good. There we go. 4 different pieces, 4 different types of paper. Same image is going on. I should use the same color scheme, which would be good, but I kind of don't want to make them a little different, I feel. I want to drop our orangutan so he's somewhere in there. I think it's going to be the hardest to put onto the photo paper, so we're going to start with that one actually, because I want to get a real nice image onto that. So out of the 4, we have our plain copy paper, which we're going to be using. Did I turn this down? There we go. Sorry guys. This one looks dull too. There we go. There we go, nice and bright. So we have our 4 projects. Ow, my wrist. Okay. Man. Crashing bicycles and motorcycles is not fun, man. That was not a good fall. Maybe I'll put that footage together one day. Whoa. The scarier part about that was the lady in front of me went off the cliff, and that's what freaked me out. Then I just locked up and tried to stop as fast as I could, and I hit a patch of grass and some gravel. And that was the end of that. And a 45-minute ride back home. Okay, where did my actual original picture go? Dang it. I cleaned up too well. Don't do that yet. Oh, there it is. We need this one. We can scrap these. I actually probably really want the color one right now, which would be nice, but I don't think I have that one. Or at least not within any reasonable range where I can get to it. So I was going to do some new stuff and maybe draw. I wanted to do a vine hanging orangutan anyways. That was where I was going. If you can see this quick sketch that I did earlier today. I mean, I seriously took maybe 2 or 3 minutes while I was watching that video to do some sketching. And when did what happen? Oh. No, I didn't fall. It's not new. It's just from the last one. It's been a while. I haven't crashed a motorcycle in a long time, but that one really, I think my wrist just hurts from a lot of different things. Playing video games, holding my phone. I don't know. You use your hands for so many different things. It's amazing that we have thumbs. Otherwise, how would we text? We couldn't text. Anyways, boss is going to come back in 38 minutes. I got to have something for him, and it's not going to be great. This is not going to be great. It's going to be a bunch of demo stuff. So we're going to go for it. All right, ready, set. Give me a colored pencil that I can use that will show up, and then I can use another colored pencil over that colored pencil. I had a green. Where did my green go? Oh, green, where did you go? Oh, no. Alright, we'll just strengthen the image right now. We're just going to have to do our best to try to figure out where it was. Okay. Oh, that's probably not where I want it. Whoops. I don't think I can erase on. Let's give it a good. Oh, you can erase on photo paper. Wild. Okay. I got too into it. I just started tracing. I didn't even place my orangutan where I want to do. My big thing is what I want to do is I want to do some backgrounds on these, which would be really fun, in some different colors. So let's do the backgrounds first. and kind of see what kind of blending we can get. The orangutan for these ones is kind of secondary point, because I'm trying to test out markers. So I'm going for big fills, big color. And some friends that got some really cool pictures of the total eclipse today. If anyone was paying attention to that, we did watch it at school, which brought me up the question of, there's very few times in life where I think that they, televise or let students watch TV at school, like where it's actually like we watch television or something together. And I was asking some other people at school or at work if, like, what was a televised thing that they remember watching in school that, like, it was important that was important enough to watch. I remember when I was younger, where I lived, the O.J. Simpson trial was very important. I think everywhere for a while, the O.J. Simpson trial was very televised. So I watched that in class. And I kind of remember the chaos that, like, erupted when they found out he was innocent, and, like, it was a weird time and a weird feeling, because just because like there was a real divide of, like, people saying that he was guilty, and I was only probably in the 4th or 5th grade, maybe even a little bit earlier than that, when that trial was happening, and it was really very racially swayed. It's just an interesting trial altogether, how that all turned out. I should have taped this down. That would have given me a little bit more control, but that's my fault, and I will live with it right now. I also like taking drawings that I've already previously done and then trace them onto tracing paper and then fix them, if that makes sense. But to be fair, you can do all that on an iPad, or do that digitally. Why even bother with it now? These toes are curling under. And then we got his big body, belly. And we got this arm that kind of comes up this way. I'm going to put some detail. A little bit. I really don't have time to kind of nitpick much right now. I kind of have to just make it happen if I want it to happen, because otherwise it's not going to happen. And that's not going to draw anything, so I don't know why I tried to pull that off. I can pick it up. There we go. That's good. It's good enough for that. I know you guys can't see it at home, but I can see it just barely. Okay. Next. Now maybe I want to switch up the pencil. And I might actually have to go get one to do that. I mean, that's dark blue. I can use dark blue, I guess. Again, put him here. And this is on the 110, I believe. So this is the higher grade cardstock. I almost could just do a silhouette of our friend here, to be honest. And put some really cool just drop shadow back sky work. Just make him a silhouette, which may happen anyways. Like actually, like looking at the time frame, I think that might be the one that wins. If I had to make the executive choice of actually getting it done on time. My hand's starting to get tired. Because you gotta push quite hard when you're doing this technique, so your hand will definitely get fatigued. Alright, there we go with the belly. Here we go with the foot. And the leg. Whew. And the arm. So that one's all blue. That's nice. Ooh, look how much darker that one got on there. Just like stamped it. You can actually see that one. Okay, it's 2 down, 2 to go. We're at 33. I'm just telling you, this thing's gonna have to be a silhouette. Alright. Next. I kind of want it to be a little bit thinner than that. That silhouette was quite thick on that one, or that tracing. So I'm just gonna try to start on one side and move my way to the other without getting too lost. Thanks for not being there. That'd be nice. 6B might have been a little too graphite-y, but it's okay. You can use whatever pencil you got laying around, to be honest. It's not going to matter, and probably you're not going to be doing this many tracings. I'm doing 4 because I'm really trying to give us more of a comparison on different types of paper. I don't know what I got over in this direction. Just trying to get through it as quick as possible. Oh, I forgot to trace the outline of his face. That's better. It's better. Okay, so that's another one all said and done. 1, 2, 3. The last one, which is on just our normal sheet of paper. Please move up. And please just do a few things for me. You're gonna be so stubborn, man. Alright, last but not least, or maybe least, we are doing our regular sheet of paper. And for this, I was hoping I had my red over here. There was a pink. I wonder if this will show up. I've never really used this pencil. I found it though. This one is a pink colored pencil. Pink lead pencil. Why you would need that? I don't know. Nope, doesn't show up. Whoops, and it breaks. Oh, and it breaks. Oh, and it breaks. Okay, that's trash. No one even needs to use that. You know what I'm gonna do? Need a colored pencil. All my colored pencils are in my work jacket. Nope, they're all in my dashboard of my car. Oh, they're not. I have other colored pencils. Alright. How many more minutes till we're expected to have some sort of output? Oh, 22 minutes, great. Alright. We're going to take this color, and each one is getting worse and worse, I feel. Each tracing, just because it gets more muddled and harder to see. Like visually, the lines just aren't, you know, there's going to have to be more repair, as we would say. I'm just barely hitting these lines. I don't know really where they are anymore. I mean, I can see them, but this pencil's also not that sharp, so it's going to leave quite a large imprint. That's okay. Everything can be erased, so don't worry about it too much as long as you want to get your drawing in the general vicinity. Plus, I'm trying to move pretty quick here now that I know I probably only have like 20 minutes at this point. I got a lot of coloring to do. I want to like get a cool background color and like some sunsets and stuff. Some night skies, some different blending options. I just ran over that pink piece of ink. Okay, I think I got it all. Yeah, see, that one's pretty harsh example of what we want. Okay, cool. Well, there we have one real image, one traced image, and then from that traced image we were able to make 4 replicas of the image. Stop sticking to everything. Thank you very much. Okay. Like, it's gonna be the death of me. Okay. Now, we can bring back my colors. We can try to get started in doing some shading. Now, I want to do some cool skies, so I don't know. What should we do? Should we work with this one first? Should we get our orangutans in order? Color them a certain color. Base color, right? It's pretty harsh to, can't barely see that. And even worse is, let me see if I can find this photo. The problem is the photo that I have of this is not available right now. So let me see, let's jump to the desktop. Let's look for orang. I don't know where this image came from. Doesn't really matter, I can use any image. I just wish I had this one in a color version. I could have picked different orangutan hanging. But yeah, so this can work as it's like base coat color. I feel like it's a decent neutral color. And that way I can just do all of them the same, which will be the best. And hopefully I can get that done quite quickly here. Now, I could go in and do the micro lines, which might be more beneficial to like giving it texture if I like gave it. And maybe I'll try real quick just to favor it a little bit. That's what we're doing. So I'm going to try to do that for you real quick in here. All the hair is kind of coming down this way, so we're going to try to stay with the hair grain by coming out this way and going this way, right? I'm just adding this texture to real quick. I think overall it'll help at the end look better. Like this beard is going down this way. Since this is the lighter color, I feel like it's okay to kind of let it overlap a little bit. Finish my areas that I need to get done. And if there's some white in there, we'll come back around and work on that. Right, and then I can come in and kind of give his face a little bit of a darker outline. And what's cool about alcohol markers is the second coat kind of like really like lays on top of the first. Okay, so there we go for that. Let's continue on this way. I don't really know how his belly hair goes. That's my issue. Let's look at the picture. Maybe we can get a little bit more of a green read. Yeah, we can. So these like long hairs. Oh, sorry guys. Zoom out a little bit. We'll don't really need to be in this one. We can do this. It's better because we're actually looking at the visual image, which is up there. I'm using his leg hair as of now. Oh. Just doesn't want to be. Doesn't want to work out tonight where things can sit and all have space and be on camera and work and do what it needs to do, which makes drawing even extra frustrating because you're like, I have to manage a camera, but that's what it is. It's what it is. My hair is kind of like swooping down this way for this. This hair is coming down this. Like this hair on this inside of this leg is going, yeah, but it's quite dark. Here we still have this hair coming down here, kind of making some noise right there. Darken that in. I don't really know how the hair goes in here, but we're just gonna guess and just put some hair in there. Hair from this is like going this way. Oh, I need to somehow figure out how to make that stroke but go the other way. this hair's going. The hair goes so weird. This hair goes towards the center and down. Sticks up a little bit, but primarily just trying to follow the lines of the hair. And this hair kind of like splits off and starts going this way at some point. Stops going that way and starts going this way. So the hair's like really just cascading over on this side. So much so that it's caused the drawing of the hair that I did on the bottom there, as you can see. I thought that hair was from behind. It's not. It's from the top. There's some hair here. It's kind of hanging over, which mixes in with this hair here. And this part of his body, he's got hair here that's hanging out from behind. This should just give me a good idea of like what I can expect for hair in the future. Okay. I know the hair is now going kind of this way. The hair's so long and it like starts from such an interesting place. Starting to look like a chimpanzee a little bit, or a orangutan. It's terrible. I think the more I sit here and kind of give it some fine detail, the better it's going to look, at least with this marker. One finger on top and 2 fingers on the bottom. There's another finger back there, but it's pointing that way. Trying to race the clock, it's not going to happen. We're not going to make it, especially when we're going to do all of them. Right, like find out how to like merge this seam of monkey. So it looks correct. It's good. One done. How many minutes do I have left? 5. Game over. I lost. Alright. Well, that was fun while it lasted. I'm gonna trace this one more solid just because it's the paper version. Let's see how well this erases. Not very well. Dang. So I can either erase it pretty much all the way or not at all. And I probably shouldn't have done that. One, two, three. And so the bleed on this is much worse. I mean, I'm getting much more of a bleed, and like the line is a bit wider here than it is normally. So it's going to be harder to get that fine detail that we're looking for. If we're looking for that. Also, I'm probably writing on. Do you see how easily that went through? I have a hand now there from when I was just writing on this piece of paper, because it's just going right through this piece of copy paper. And that's why we're getting a lot of bleed back. Even if I tried to make the small little lines that I was just making, I could, but I gotta be real careful. And this hair goes this way. Oh, forgot the hand. This hair goes this way. not so much figuring out this time around. I kind of know where I need to, like, which way the hair needs to go, so that's nice. Because I'm pretty sure I'm out of time. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a long day anyways. Did my best. Let God work out the rest. Oh my goodness. Nope, that's not gonna happen this time. I'm gonna have to come back and finish this probably tomorrow. Oh no, I forgot to pick our new animal. That's bad. We haven't even got to that part yet. Okay. Well, I have to put a pause on this project real quick because we need to really like do what we need to do here. Our orangutan on regular paper with our same color. So I'm going to go through and do all these in the same color, and then we're going to do a comparison of, you know, what looks better, and hopefully we get some good results. But like, man, this black erase, this pencil, not super happy about. The graphite's real graphite-y. Although I can erase it, so to an extent, I'll get some of it out. I should have erased it before, but as you can see, it erased everything before. So now we're like, I don't know. We still have some. I probably can cover that up as we continue going along. But there's going to be shading that needs to go in and some other things. This thing looks like Harry and the Hendersons in a tree, though. All right, let's put all this aside because although we're working on the orangutan, we really do need to pick the new project for next week, and we haven't done that. So let's stop all things happy, and let's get the keyboard, the mouse out, the dice, and the dice. Okay, it's non-stop here at the factory. All right. Let's go to our ChatGPT real quick. Let me bring that up. I don't know why it always makes me do this. Actually, last week's was pretty good. I could take last week's and then just have it nope. Let's see what we got. Copy, paste. Let's go to split screen so we can do this properly. We need 6 more animals to choose from. ChatGPT, please give me 6 more animals. Arctic wolf. We already did the Arctic. No, we did the Arctic fox. Red-eyed tree frog we already did. Bottlenose dolphin we haven't done. Emperor penguin we haven't done. Red kangaroo we haven't done. Koala we haven't done. So the only one I need to take out is please replace the red-eyed tree frog with another animal. Okay. There we go. Galapagos tortoise. I haven't done a tortoise yet, so that would be... No, I didn't do a kangaroo. I did do kangaroos for the 12 Days of Christmas project, and I had to draw like a bunch of kangaroos because I think it was like 9 kangaroos. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 kangaroos. So I think I did draw a bunch of kangaroos, but that was for a different project. I've done a lot of animal stuff. I feel like animals are interesting to draw, and they're kind of alien to me anyways, so they're fun to draw. But let's just roll and then we can get out of here because it's already 9:05 and I've had soccer practice. We've done tryout. Like I've had such a long day. Work's happened. So let's get it done. All right. So now if you jump over into our desktop real quick so we can look at Studio. Look at what we're working with here. We can either work with alcohol markers. Yep, we're gonna need our special die. Where's my special die? There he is. The four-sided die, which is a pyramid. The top one will tell us which one we'll pick. So I have pastels we can work in next week, alcohol markers, paint, or Posca pens. And then that'll choose depending on what we roll. So let's roll for that first. Let's get rid of this line because we're done with alcohol markers. We've done our width and our length. We don't need this. Red seems to be the easiest one to erase. Blue seems like it's holding in there. And we're done with the orangutan. So let's erase this. Alright. Good. Perfect. Alright, let's roll the dice to see what kind of material we're working with. On the board, please. 3. So we're going to be working with paint. So this week we'll be working with our golden paints. I'm going to stay away from paint pens and only use paint this week. So stay tuned to that because usually I kind of blend the lines. In the last couple episodes we've been really blending the lines, but I'm really going to try to stick more to that medium. Okay, so paint is where we're at. Now we're going to roll for a skateboard or canvas. What should be odd? Skateboard or canvas? Which one is going to be odd tonight? Let's see if the chat has anything to say about that. While I find a marker. Skateboard, odd or even? I'm going to do paint this week. Let's see. Come on, chat. Come on through. Odd or even for today's skateboard. I guess we could roll for the animal while we decide on what canvas we're gonna pick. Maybe I'll just choose if we don't. So I need odd or even for skateboard. What are we gonna do? Odd or even? We'll see if it pops up in the chat. But until then, let's roll our dice for our animal. Because we already know what our animal is. Pretty simple. Let's go there. Split screen. Alright, roll for the animal. Okay, so skateboard is going to be odd. That's good. Thanks, chat, for helping me out with that. It helps me out. Okay. So we're going to roll the blue dice for the skateboard or the canvas. Odd is skateboard. Let's roll. So we're doing another skateboard this week. Ooh. Skateboards are tough. Skateboards are tough. They got to be sanded. Their shape is odd, but that's probably why they're odd. And the animal we're going to be painting on it is, roll the red dice. What animal is it going to be? Number 3, which is the red kangaroo. You called it, huh? You called it. Red kangaroo is what we're doing. So I guess I'm going to be drawing a kangaroo this week. But I feel like kangaroos have a lot of personality. Like the first thing I think about when I think kangaroo is boxing. So I'm gonna probably have it somehow fighting a UFO in this one. Like the orangutan, I'm just going to do like a cool sunset. Hopefully do a canopy of like a rainforest and maybe drop a UFO silhouette or shadow in the back. That's my plan for the orangutan pieces. But those are going to take me some shape. Yeah, the emperor penguin would have fit a skateboard. I'm glad it wasn't the bottlenose dolphin. I feel like that's going to be better on canvas. Galapagos tortoise, I don't know. Who knows? But that's going to be it for this one. We picked everything. We know what we're doing. We're doing the red kangaroo. We're doing it on a skateboard, and we're doing it with paint. So sticking to paint only. I'm going to have to get to sanding that tomorrow and kind of starting to sketch that because the skateboards do take me a little bit longer. And I kind of have to figure out how to utilize the space. That's going to be it for this one. I hope everyone out there is having a great Monday. I think I've talked for 2 hours straight, so I am exhausted. Anyways, hope everyone out there has a good rest of your week and had a good start on your Monday. My Monday was very productive. I had a lot to do, and I got a lot of things done. So that's it. Anyways, everyone have a good night, and we'll see you back here. I'll be back in the studio here tomorrow for 2 hours working on either the orangutan or on the skateboard project. I've been trying to put 2 hours in a day, so I'll be in the studio on Tuesday from 7 to 9, and then I'll be back here on Wednesday again from 7 to 9. The only actual short stream that we have is Fridays, which I only do 8 to 9 because I kind of give myself a break. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Peace.